Hey guys, what's up? It's Alec. Welcome to my channel. I hope you all are having a fantastic day, because if you're not, then I'm sorry, I can't help you with that. But hopefully this video will make it just a tiny bit better. Today's look is this look right here. It's kind of bronzy, a little glowy. Definitely a lot of browns going on, a lot of neutrals. But it turned out really great. I like the way it looks. So if you guys like this look and if you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you want to see how I transformed myself from butch to this bronze glamazonian, whatever you want to call me, then please keep on watching. Hey guys, okay, let's get started with this look. All right, now I'm gonna start off with a clean and pre-moisturized face, and I'm going to prime my face before applying my foundation using my Professional Pro Balm by Benefit, and I'm just gonna be focusing that mainly on my T-zone and chin area and just evenly distributing that all around my face. Now for foundation, I'm going to be using my Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation in the shade Y405, and I'm just going to be taking about 2 pumps of that on the back of my hand, and I'm going to be mixing that with a little bit of my Sephora Bronzing CC Cream, and this is just going to help bronze up the foundation, and I'm just going to be mixing that with my Morphe Brushes MB9 foundation brush. Now, I absolutely love this foundation. It just gives me the perfect amount of coverage. It looks flawless in pictures, and it's just an overall beautiful foundation, and I'm obsessed. I highly recommend it. But I'm just going to be dotting that all over my face, and I'm going to be further blending that all together using my Real Techniques Beauty Sponge. Now for our eyelids, we're going to be priming using my MAC Prep and Prime 24-hour extended eyeshadow base, and I'm just going to be applying that all over my eyelid on the highest point and even up into my brow a little bit, just to prime the base of that. Now to set the primer that we just laid down, I'm going to be using my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder with my Morphe R38 brush, and I'm just going to be dipping into that and tapping off the excess and just setting everywhere I put the primer. Now I'm going to be doing my eyebrows off of camera just to save a little bit of time, and I will see you in like half a second. Ready? 3, 2. Okay, now that eyebrows are on, I'm going to be using my LA Girl Concealer in the shade Creamy Beige, and I'm just going to be applying that to the high points of my face, which is underneath my eye, down the bridge of my nose, on my forehead, and my chin. And wherever you feel needs to be brought into the light a little bit more. I'm going to be taking the same beauty sponge, the Real Techniques one, and I'm just going to be blending out my concealer to perfection. Dab, 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 dab. Now using a darker shade of the LA Girl Concealer, I'm going to be placing this on the deepest and hollowest points of my face, which is my temples and both sides of the nose, as well as the hollows of my cheekbones. And we're just going to be blending everything to perfection once again. Just dab and do not swipe, but dab. Like, you know, dab. Now I'm going to be taking my E30 brush by Morphe, which is a nice pinched fluffy brush, and I'm just going to be blending out my nose contour. Now going back with my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, I'm going to be using my Morphe E2 powder brush, and I'm just going to be setting the entire face. Okay, now that our entire face is set, I'm going to bake using my RCMA no color powder in just a tiny bit. Oh my god. I'm just going to be dabbing my Real Techniques sponge into the powder, and I'm just going to be setting that in the areas I crease the most. Now for bronzer, I'm going to be using my MAC Studio Sculpt bronzer in the shade Deep Dark. And I'm just going to be dipping into that with a nice contouring brush. Any contouring brush would work. This one doesn't have a number, but it is by Morphe. It came in a brush set, but I feel that it works really good because it fits perfectly into the hollows of my cheeks, and it just blends everything out perfectly. Now that we are nice and bronzed up, I'm going to cut that out using some more of the RCMA no color powder. And while we're baking, I'm going to be working on my eyes now. I'm going to be using my Lorac Unzipped Gold palette. And this palette has 10 beautiful shades to it. It has about 3 mattes and 7 shimmers. I've actually used this palette on a few of my clients, and everyone that I used it on, they absolutely loved the colors. They loved the effect that it gave their makeup, and it's just overall a great palette. Now using a Morphe M441, I'm taking the shade Unwind and tapping off the excess, of course, and I'm focusing that on the outer corner of my eye and in and around the crease. Now taking the shade Undeniable, I'm going over the shade Unwind but slightly lower and focusing Undeniable on the outer corner and bringing it in through the crease. Now taking a clean blending brush, I actually use this one to set my eyes. This is the R38 by Morphe, and I'm just going to go over the eyeshadow that I put down to further blend everything together. Now using a small flat packing brush, I am taking Unleashed, which is the most pigmented, prettiest gold color in the palette, and placing that on the center of my eye towards the inner and outer third. Now using the same brush, I'm going to be going in with Unlimited, and I'm going to be placing that on the very center of my eye over Unleashed. And with a Morphe E36 brush, which is like a small pencil brush, I'm taking Unlocked and I'm highlighting the very inner corner of my eye. And going back in with my R38 and just blending everything all together again. Oh, it's so pretty already. Okay, now for eyeliner, yay! I actually love the way eyeliner looks, but honestly hate doing it. But I'm going to be using my NYX liquid liner, and I'm just going to be flicking a wing from the outer corner of my eye to the outer point of my eyebrow and bringing her back in and just filling it in. Now, because we fucked up our eyeliner, I'm going to be going in with my Morphe M432 flat defining brush and the same creamy beige concealer that I used, and I'm just going to be taking a little bit of that on the back of my hand and cleaning up the edges of my eyeliner, like so. BAM! She's cut. Did I scare you? Sorry. Actually, you should be scared because this eyeliner could cut a bitch from a mile away. Including you. No, I'm just kidding. Not really. But now that our eyeliner is nice and cleaned up, actually I felt like I wanted to intensify my eyeshadow a little bit more. So I'm going in with my Mikasa E230 brush, which is a nice pinched fluffy brush. I'm going to be dipping into Unedited, which is the nice dark mocha color. And I'm just going to be tapping off the excess and applying that into the hollowest point of my crease. This brush just makes the eyeshadow application so much easier. And if you want to look this brush up, you could go to Mikasa.com and you could use discount code AlecMUA15 to save 25% off everything on the website. But I will leave everything that you need to know in the description box. Now, because I went and reapplied some more eyeshadow, I had to go over my eyeliner, so I did that. Now taking my Colossal Volume Express Mascara by Maybelline, I'm just adding a generous amount onto my upper lashes before I apply some falsies. Now I'm going to be taking these gorgeous lashes by Kiss, and this is in the style Gala, and this is a part of their faux mink collection, and they're absolutely beautiful. Okay, now that these gorgeous lashes are on, I'm going to be taking my Morphe MB1 powder brush, and I'm just going to be dusting away all of the excess powder that's on my face. Now going in with this blush palette that I got from Rue 21. Yeah, this palette is not so great, but the colors are actually not that bad. It's just the wear of them, they actually fade. But the shades to this are pretty universal and they look great on almost anybody. Now taking my long-lasting Drama Gel eyeliner pencil in Striking Copper by Maybelline, I'm going to be writing that on my bottom waterline. I'm going to be taking an R41 by Morphe, and it's just a pencil brush, and I'm going to be taking Unwinded and running it across my lower eyelid, and I'm just going to be building up until I get the intensity that I want. And with a Morphe M515, which is an even smaller, like extremely small pencil brush, I'm going to be taking the shade Unedited and keeping it as tightly as I can to the lash line. And then going over everything with the R41 and blending it all together. And now just adding mascara to the lower lashes. Now I'm going to be taking my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water, and I'm just going to be setting my entire face before strobing the crap out of it with my highlight. And I'm just going to be taking 1, 2, 3, maybe 5 more for luck sprays of this all over my face. And I'm going to be taking my Diva fan and blowing it all away. Now taking Champagne Pop by Becca Cosmetics, and this is the Jaclyn Hill collaboration that she did with them with a Morphe M509, and I'm going to be strobing my face beyond compare. Cheekbones, nose, cupid's bow, chin, forehead, and of course that brow highlight. Now moving on to lips. I'm going to be taking my Rimmel London lip liner in the shade Cafe au Lait, focusing it mainly on the perimeters of my lips. And I'm going to be going over top of that with my OCC lip tar in the shade Synth. This is a beautiful metallic goldish copper color, and it's just very pretty, and I was in love with it the moment I saw it. The moment I got it in the mail, I was like, oh my god. I'm just going to be going over that with the same Cafe au Lait pencil. Just going to be going over the lip tar and just making it all cohesive and one pretty gorgeous color. And over top of that, I'm going to be using just any lip gloss will do. I'm using this e.l.f. dual-sided lip gloss. And you guys, this is the finished look, and I'm absolutely in love with it. Oh my god, I've always loved the warm tones, and to actually do a full face of only warm tones, like, it's absolutely gorgeous. But I really hope you guys like this look, and if you do, please be sure to let me know. Follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter. I'll leave it linked below. And leave a comment if you like it, leave a like if you like it, and you know, I'll see you guys in my next video. I love you guys. Bye. Mwah. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know. Bye guys. Love you.
I drown myself in your holy water, and both my eyes just got so much bright.